Hi, this is Alessio. Hope you're well, and welcome to a brand new update on XRP. Before we begin this video, I just want to wish you a very happy new year. I want to also thank you so much indeed for being loyal subscribers to this channel. So guys, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. In this video on XRP, I want to re-examine the chart of XRP as we did on Saturday. And I want to explain to you whether the analysis we did on Saturday, has it been made invalid, does it no longer apply? And also I want to show to you two potential scenarios on XRP now. One is likely bullish and one is bearish on XRP. So we'll talk about this in this video in a few moments. Before we do that though, let's just go back for a moment to the video on Saturday. This is the video I did on Saturday, 26th of December. Now, in that video a few days ago, you may recall, I said that as long as XRP remains above a key level, which was 0.24, then it does look, this chart did actually look to me quite bullish. And actually, you may recall in Saturday's video, I said that there's a probability that XRP may have actually seen a bottom and a capitulation likely based on what we saw on the charts, as long as it remains above a key level, 0.24. Now, why did I say that? Well, if you just take a look at the chart here, notice what it did. This decline, this waterfall decline, it bounced off. As a matter of fact, you can see here, it managed to recoil and bounce from this rising trend line that we had here. Two rising trend lines, by the way. This, to me, was a positive sign. As you can see here, it bounced off that trend line, and at the time, when I made that video, price was still above that trend line, which again looked quite bullish. By the way, we are now below that trend line. I'll explain to you what that means in a few moments. So that was one thing that I discussed in a Saturday video. Also the fact that this decline was about 61.8% Fibonacci level of the prior rally. And I explained that usually wave 2 retracements, they come to about, as you can see here, they often retrace 61.8% of the prior rally. So in other words, guys, on Saturday, the chart picture actually looked pretty optimistic, looked pretty good. I mean, given the fact that it held that, especially that trend line, it looked pretty positive. But you may recall in the Saturday video, I also explained two conditions. So as you can see in the Saturday video, I wrote this. I said, look, my higher probability scenario is that we likely bottomed at the recent lows, provided we remain above 0.24. In fact, I probably repeated that point several times. Of course, we did drop below 0.24 just recently. And here's what I also said. I said, look, if XRP is going to show to us that it's bottomed, then it must not drop below 0.24. Why? Because as you can see here, a drop below 0.24, if it occurs, could increase the probability of another low. In other words, increase the risk of another low towards 0.19 or even lower. Okay, so what I was really waiting for to see was to see if XRP can prove to us, can actually persuade us that it's bottomed. But of course, it's now failed to do that, given the recent action. So 0.24 was one thing. The second thing I mentioned was this. If I just scroll forward, and here's a second thing I mentioned in the Saturday video. XRP must be able to exceed the 4150 level, 4150, 0.4150, to convince us that it's starting a wave 3 bottom, a wave 3 uptrend. Okay, but of course it did not do that. In fact, none of those conditions that I put in the Saturday video were met. XRP, as a matter of fact, failed to stay above 0.24, as we can see here. Let's go to the chart today. So we can see that XRP has actually fallen below 0.24, the key level that we mentioned in the Saturday video update. And it did not take out the highs, and it did not go above 0.4150. So guys, even though the setup on Saturday looked to me quite bullish, given the fact we're holding this trend line, bouncing above it, at the time, the chart picture looked pretty good, pretty positive. But that chart picture has now changed, and we have to now look at the facts as they are today. So how has it changed us, and what does it mean for XRP? Could it mean that this is over now for XRP? Is it now moving into a long-term bear market, a downtrend? Or could there be one more hope, one last chance for bulls? Well, we're going to look at both scenarios today, both the bearish one and the bullish one in this video. So guys, that means this. The bullish analysis that we had in the Saturday video has now been proven to be wrong by the recent price action. It's now been made invalid. So that can no longer apply. Why? Because you can see the price has now dropped back below the trend line. You can see the price action has now gone below the trend line. So we can no longer rely on that as a continuation of an uptrend. We've now gone back below the trend line, this magenta line you can see here, and below the recent lows that we had and below 0.24. And unfortunately, bulls could not hold XRP above 0.24. We've now gone back below it. So we have to now deal with the charts as they are today. So here's the question. Is it still possible for this decline, for this drop, this waterfall decline in XRP, is it still possible for it to be a wave 2 retracement, a wave 2 correction to the prior wave 1, potential wave 1 rally? Well, if we are correct that this rally from March to November has been a wave 1, a 5-wave wave 1 rally, and this recent drop, this crash in the market is a wave 2 correction, then yes, there is still a possibility that wave 2 could extend to this level you're seeing here. That's the 78.6%, you can see it right here, the 78.6% retracement of the prior wave 1 rally at 17.25, which is, by the way, is also where the 1272 extension comes in for the prior recent rally. Let me show you what I mean by this. So take a look at this. This is Elliott wave theory, and Elliott wave theory tells us that after a 5-wave move in the wave 1, so look at this over here. So according to Elliott wave theory, after a 5-wave rally, we typically see a wave 2 retracement. And the wave 2 retracement, as you can see here in the magenta color, can sometimes be quite deep. In fact, sometimes wave 2s can be, as you can see, I've written down over here, they can sometimes be quite deep, as you can see here, often a 78.6% retracement of the prior wave 1 rally. Okay, so that means, yes, it's still possible for this decline, for this crash in the price of XRP to be exactly that. It could be that wave 2 correction, which means if that's right, if this is still part of the wave 2 correction, that means there's still a wave 3 around the corner that could be pushing the price of XRP perhaps in 2021 higher. Now, if that's correct, if that is correct, let's go on the chart of XRP now. That means the last chance that bulls now have for XRP, okay, the very last bastion of support that XRP will have will be at this level you're seeing here on my chart, right here. Okay, this is the purple magenta level here at 0.1725. By the way, that level is also very convenient for us because that's the last support that XRP actually has as well. You can see it's already broken one support level. Let me just show you. It's broken the trend line support. Not good. It's broken and closed below this support here as well, the recent support levels. Not good either. So that leaves only really one last support level here at 0.17 before the March lows. In other words, guys, what I'm saying here is this. If XRP fails, if XRP bulls fail to hold 0.1725 near the recent lows that we had, well, the summer lows that we had here. In other words, guys, if XRP does this, let me show it to you. Let's say we come down to this support, okay? Let's say we bounce off here and then drop below that level as well. If we continue dropping a sustained move below 0.1725, in other words, below the support at the 78.6% retracement, that means this, that means we could likely go all the way down, yes, all the way down to the lows of March and even potentially lower than that. All right, guys, so that would be a dangerous situation, by the way, for XRP. And by the way, guys, listen, if XRP cannot hold on, if XRP cannot hold on to this support at 0.1725 or 0.17, that means we're no longer talking about a wave 2 retracement. We're talking about a bearish scenario. All right, guys? In other words, guys, what I'm saying is this. If XRP comes down here, and let's say we get a bounce, and then continues to drop, continues a sustained drop below 0.17, 0.1725, then yes, guys, with a high probability, we're not talking about wave 2 anymore. We're talking about a bear market. Okay, a sustained bear market and potentially much further lows to come as we head into 2021. So what I'm saying, guys, is this. What I'm saying is that this could be the very last chance that bulls have to save XRP. Okay, and if XRP cannot remain above 0.17, especially this support level we have here at the lows, then I think that's it. Then XRP could likely see further lows. So this level at 0.17 is going to be very important for bulls to hold. So what does that mean, by the way? Here's something you're going to have to see here on my chart. Okay, you will see that I put my C wave, my potential C wave, on this chart. So if I just expand here, you will notice that I put my potential C wave. In other words, guys, if this is the A wave, B wave bounce, the C wave could extend to where I put the 78.6% retracement as 0.1725. And in fact, that actually makes a lot of sense to me, because here's the deal. The deal is that C waves are usually composed of 5 waves. If this is our C wave of wave 2, they're often composed of 5 waves, 5 smaller waves. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the wave 5 could extend as low as 0.1725. In fact, let me show you this chart. So as you will see here, in Elliott wave theory, again, yes, after a B wave bounce, then you get a C wave decline. The C wave decline, as you can see here, is often composed of 5 smaller waves. And that means that could be, that this decline we're seeing right now in XRP could be the wave 5 of the C wave before the correction completes, the likely correction completes. Now, here's a couple of things I want to show to you. If that's correct, if that is correct, then here's what I would like to see. Notice at the moment, we're not seeing any divergences on the daily chart of XRP. I'm not seeing any MACD divergences on this low on XRP. However, if I go in the lower time frame chart, let's go in a 2-hour chart or a 4-hour chart, whichever you like really. This is a 2-hour chart of XRP. And you will see that as XRP is making this low, okay, that was a low we had last week, or a few days ago, and this is the low we're having today. Notice as XRP is making this new low, we are also seeing, a divergence, positive divergence so far. So far, so good. I like that, as a matter of fact. Now, at the moment, we got positive divergence on the 2-hour chart. By the way, this means that rally we had last week as well, very likely was an ABC corrective wave. So, as I said to you in the previous video, if XRP cannot get above 0.4150, and if we then drop below 0.24, that means this rally we had was likely ABC, as opposed to being a 1-2. So guys, it is promising that as we're seeing new lows on XRP, especially as we get close to the 0.1725 level, we are doing this now with positive divergence. So we just have to wait and see if that level holds. In other words, guys, let's go on a daily time frame. Okay, here's the daily time frame chart again. So what I'm saying is this, look, the very last support level that XRP has before the lows of March, the very last bastion of support, the very last stand that bulls have to save XRP is really at this level, at 0.1725. And the fact that we got positive divergences on the lower time frame chart is a good sign. Because what that means is this, guys. It means this could be, again, let me just repeat this one more time. This means it could still be this is a wave 2 correction. Again, let's remind ourselves why. Because this could still be the A wave. A waves are usually composed of 3 smaller waves, which makes sense, by the way. Then a B wave bounce, and then the C wave of wave 2. And the C wave appears to be composed of 5 smaller waves, okay? In fact, we can see it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wave 5 of the C wave could extend as low as 0.1725. And as long as bulls can hold this level, that's the one thing I'm waiting for, guys. I'm waiting to see, can 0.1725, the C wave, can it hold this level and bounce off? As long as XRP can bounce off this support level that I just mentioned here, provided it can maintain 0.1725, and we see a strong bounce, if we see a strong bounce off this level, off the 0.1725 level here, okay, and then let's say we pull back, okay, let's say we make a higher low and bounce again. If we see the start of an uptrend forming, maybe a higher low, and then if I see XRP then breaking above the trend line, that magenta level here again, that could be a very bullish sign for XRP. So what I'm saying, guys, is this. In a nutshell, what we're saying is, if XRP comes down here, okay, let's say, for example, XRP, this could be the C wave, let's say it comes down here, and then strong bounce, and then starts to make a higher low, and then eventually breaks above that trend line support that we had, the trend line here near 0.3, yeah, that could actually indicate this wave 2 may have likely completed here, and we could be starting the wave 3 uptrend, the major wave 3 uptrend to the upside. Okay, taking us significantly higher for 20 2021. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. Alessio, how can it be possible for any bullish scenario on XRP when you have so much bad news on XRP as well? I get that. I understand what you're saying. I'll come to that point in a minute. But here's all I want to say. As far as the price action, the charts are concerned, this is one possible and probable bullish scenario, okay? As I'm seeing it here. Provided XRP can protect and remain above 0.17, okay? That level that we just mentioned here at this level, 0.1725. All right, guys? It comes as simple as that. Now, what if that scenario is also wrong? What if this is what's actually happening here? What if is it possible that XRP is entering a long-term bear market? Yes, it is possible. Many of you have been asking about the possibility that XRP could be going into something much more seriously bad, because there's a lot of bad news. Yes, I'm aware of this. And there are rumors that maybe XRP perhaps could be delisted from exchanges. Look, I don't know if that's going to happen. I have no idea. I don't think anybody knows this. Okay, but what about is there a bearish case for XRP? Yes, there is. Look, the probabilities of a bearish case have increased because of the fact that XRP did not hold the trend line. You can see we had a trend line here, and now it's broken that trend line to the downside. So yeah, that is pretty bad. So there is also the possibility of a bearish scenario for XRP, which means what? Which means, yes, it is possible. This entire rally we saw, this entire rally from March to the summer and then to November period has been just an ABC corrective rally, which means this recent crash, the recent crash we had in XRP is a continuation of a bear market that started from 2017, started 2018. Yes, it's possible. It is possible that, especially, look, listen guys, if XRP cannot hold on, if Ripple XRP cannot hold on to 0.17, the level I just mentioned to you, that magenta line I just mentioned to you at this support level. So if XRP breaks that magenta line, if it comes down here and then breaks that, yes, a move and a close below 0.17 could increase the likelihood we could be entering this long-term bear market downtrend scenario here, which could mean significantly lower levels for XRP here in the long term. So that's the bearish scenario. Now, you're probably asking, well, which scenario is more likely? Is it the bearish scenario or is it the bullish case, the bullish scenario? Guys, I got to tell you, right now, we don't have enough information to make a judgment as to which is more likely. We just don't have enough information right now. Last week on Saturday, we could have said, well, at the time, the bullish scenario is more likely. But right now, because the break in the trend, break below support, yeah, the odds have changed. The probabilities have changed. And I would say at the moment, we just don't have enough information to make a judgment as to which is more likely, the bullish scenario or the bearish case. I will say this, though. I will say this. I do like the symmetry of this bullish scenario. I just like it from a symmetrical perspective because it seems to correlate very nicely with Elliott wave theory. It does make a lot of sense to me, again, from just the fact that, we've got a nice, wave one rally, potential wave one rally, and a potential wave two pullback. And as long as this wave two holds, as long as this level holds at the 78.6% retracement of 1725, 0.1725, as long as we see a bounce off this level and then making a higher low and then going back above 0.3, yeah, I could see that as a possibility and a probability, and that could be very good for a bullish scenario. But do I know that for certain? No. Can we say it's highly probable? No, because we just don't have enough information right now. So all I would say to you is let's wait and find out, because the market will tell us. XRP will tell us in the next few weeks which one it's choosing. Is it going to choose this bullish scenario for a wave 2 and then a wave 3 uptrend, or will it choose the bearish scenario, the one you're seeing here? So all I would say to you is let's be patient and find out. I think we'll find out very soon potentially in the next few weeks. Okay, but I will say this again: the bullish scenario, even though I'm not saying it's highly probable at the moment, but it does make a lot of sense to me. I would prefer this. I would prefer something like this to play out. But am I saying it's going to happen? No. We just have to wait and be patient to see which one it chooses. Will XRP choose the bullish scenario? And we'll find out, because remember, we have our key levels. We have the key levels. Remember, if XRP falls below, if it comes to 0.17, bounces and then drops below 0.1725, then yeah, we're very likely moving into the bearish scenario. Okay? So it's as simple as that. So even though we don't know with a high probability which scenario XRP is going to choose, at least what we do know is the key levels on the charts to tell us which scenario is more likely in the next few weeks. And we'll find out. Here's the last thing I'm going to say. I know some of you are probably saying, well, Alessio, how can it be possible for XRP to go into a renewed bull market or go into an uptrend when you have so much bad news right now about XRP right now? The rumors of a delisting from all the exchanges, for example, if it happens, by the way. Here's all I will say to you for now in this video, because we don't have a lot of time. This video is quite long so far, but I will go into it much more detail in another video. But here's all I will say. Look, listen, guys. There is no correlation between news and price action. That is the biggest lesson of 2020. Look at the stock market, guys. Just as an example, look at the stock market. We have had, since March, since the markets bottomed in March of this year, we've had nothing but bad news. All the news has been, since the March bottom in the stock market, has been nothing but bad news, right? All we've had is rising COVID cases, rising cases in the pandemic and COVID, and of course, nothing but rising jobless claims been increasing, and business shutdowns, business lockdowns and shutdowns all over the world. And again, that's with rising cases of the virus. So guys, the market has managed to go up. The market has rallied over about 70%. We've had a 70% rally in the markets despite all the bad news. Remember, guys, news is not what drives the market. What drives the market is how people react to the news. It's the reaction to the news is what's important. In other words, fear and greed, emotion. Emotion is what drives the market. Emotion meaning sentiment. Okay? So it's not about the news, guys. It's all about psychology. It's all about the sentiment and emotions, which is why we look at the charts. The charts will tell us about the emotions and the psychology of the traders and the people out there. All right, guys? One thing I'll mention this as well. Why did the market bottom? Why did the stock market bottom in March of 2020? Here's why. Because as people were panicking here, people are panicking selling. This is panic selling happening here. At this point in the market, at this point you'll see here, there were no more sellers left. Okay? Everybody had sold at this point. And guys, remember, the only thing that could drive the price down is selling pressure. If everyone had sold, by the way, at this point, everyone had sold. There were no more sellers left. So guys, just ask yourself, if there are no more sellers left, where's the juice to push the price down? There can be no more juice to push the price down. Okay, everyone has sold at that point. That's why, guys, price had no choice but to bottom and then start the rally here. It's the same thing with every other market out there. At some point, what usually happens is markets bottom because there's just no more sellers left. It's just simple supply and demand and psychology. All right, guys, hope this video helps. If it has, please give it a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you in the next video update. And have a very happy new year. Bye now.